Hello, friends. Hello. Thank you very much, Mr. Pogue. Hello, friends, and good afternoon, and welcome to the 2019 annual meeting, generously sponsored by Ulmer and Byrne. I'm so glad that all of you are here with us, and so glad to be here with all of you and look out at so many members and friends of the City Club. This is the annual meeting portion of our event today. In about a half an hour, we'll start the forum itself. But you know, for 107 years, we have been the city's club, the social club with a civic purpose, a place open to everyone. And all of you are a part of this practice of coming together in conversation to create a stronger and more resilient community. Over the years, we've grown and expanded, and in turn, you have grown with us, responding with the various ways that you engage with City Club forums and the content that comes from those forums. We've been talking a lot about that here as a team, and you'll see it reflected in the annual report as How Do You City Club? We're still here, of course, at noon, several days a week, 12 months of the year, but we're also a radio and television broadcast, a podcast, a live stream, and this year we've introduced several new ways to City Club, if you will. We took a bus tour of local stops dedicated to building wealth in marginalized communities, followed by a frank conversation on what collective action steps need to be taken to reduce the wealth disparity. We took on a bit of civic education and the United States Constitution, seems all the more relevant day by day, creating a new series discussing the history and current controversies anchored in the Constitution and its amendments. Those conversations happened over beer with attorneys, and it was good. In 2018, we created the City Club of the Mahoning Valley, and it blossomed over the last year, executing 16 forums on a variety of topics, including a conversation at the Warren Amphitheater about the role of arts in economic development that featured a performance by a little-known cellist named Yo-Yo Ma, who performed with the Warren Philharmonic and the Youngstown Symphony. And we incubated the Ohio Debate Commission, growing it from an idea to a statewide collaborative effort that became its own nonprofit organization this last year. But no one city clubs better than those at the heart of it all, our dedicated staff and board of directors. And for a look at this past year, please join me in welcoming the president of our board, Robin Minter-Smyers.
Thanks, Dan. We're deeply appreciative of Dan's leadership, and I'd like to begin by thanking the City Club Board of Directors. All of you do so much for our institution. In addition to the many hours in committee meetings providing guidance and direction, the board was responsible for facilitating a substantial amount of fundraising last year. If you serve now or have ever served on the City Club board or the board of the Forum Foundation, our supporting organization, please stand so that we can recognize you. And to everyone in this room or listening in to our live stream, we thank you. Whether you're a member or a guest, a corporate sponsor, or a philanthropic contributor, you're a partner and collaborator in this work that we're engaged in to create conversations of consequence that help democracy thrive. This year, you all showed an extraordinary level of response to our spring giving campaign to close out our fiscal year. We focused the campaign on sustainability, and you showed up to sustain us. We raised nearly double the amount of last year's campaign for a total of more than $220,000 given through 128 individual gifts. All of our donors and sponsors who contributed $500 or more are listed in the annual report you can find on your table. We appreciate each and every one of you. Your contributions directly impact City Club programming and have allowed us to present 20% of our forums free to the public last year. Forums like our monthly Happy Dog Takes on the World series, the annual Summertime for the Love of Cleveland series in Public Square, and the 219 State of the Great Lakes Forum coinciding with a citywide effort to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the last Cuyahoga River fire. While we try to offer many free forums to the community, high school students are always free at the City Club. Thanks to the funders of our student engagement program, more than 1,500 students from more than 70 different schools from across the region attended a City Club Forum in the last fiscal year. Our Youth Forum Council showed us how they City Club by planning and executing 5 of their own City Club forums, including one with the author of Rise of the Black Panther, Evan Narcisse. And City Club continues the tradition of hosting the annual High School Debate Championship, which made history this year, featuring 2 finalists who are both young women. This is just a sampling of the more than 130 forums produced by the City Club. To share more of these successes, please welcome to the stage City Club Director of Programming, Stephanie Jansky.
Thank you, Robin, and thank you for all you do for our community and the City Club team. Every year I have the privilege of standing before you and reflecting on another incredible year for programming, and last year was no exception. We convened 131 forums in the last year, and with the help of our primary media partner, IdeaStream, these forums have reached audiences far beyond the borders of Northeast Ohio, impacting our state, our nation, and our world. From congressional leaders to community activists, from economists to education reformers, from poets and philanthropists, from writers to workforce innovators, we brought the people and ideas shaping the future to you. While I firmly believe that all of our forums are valuable, they're all sort of like my children, one stands out as no better example of how the City Club, City Clubs. And it's the March 21st forum with California Surgeon General Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris. Due to her groundbreaking work in elevating the public awareness of adverse childhood experiences, Dr. Burke-Harris had been on our quote-unquote wish list for the better part of 3 years. Countless invitations had been made to her from the City Club, from partnering organizations, to her publicist, and to no avail. Then in late 2018, thanks to a connection from University Hospitals, we learned that Dr. Burke-Harris would finally come to Cleveland. More than 450 people attended her passionate City Club speech, which ignited conversations in the region on how we can address adverse childhood experiences in our own children. And this is how we City Club, through making connections, always inquiring, and never accepting no, because we believe that the right conversation at the right time with the right people can in fact change the course of history. We hope to have many more moments like this in 2020, and I'm so excited for the first time ever, I think, since I've been here, to give you a glimpse of what we'll feature in 2020. Here are just a few of the forums we are planning, and you are the first to see them. And at the moment, they all just went live on the City Club website. As you can see, membership does have its benefits. You can pick up a copy of this list at the reception following the forum, and feel free to share this with all of your friends and neighbors and other constituents. Before I close, I realize I have the privilege of delivering this report every year, but I do not do this work alone. I would like to take a moment to recognize the City Club staff, along with the City Club members and partners who serve on all of our committees, which I think numbers into about a dozen at this point. Their involvement makes our programming richer and more relevant. I'd like to give them all a round of applause. And to share more about the success of our membership efforts, I'd like to introduce our Membership and Advancement Manager, Alyssa Generakis.
Thanks, Stephanie. Hi, everyone. Over the past year, my first year here on staff at the City Club, I've been privileged to meet and work alongside our more than 900 individual members, some of whom have been members for more than 50 years here at the City Club. Their names appear behind me, and I'd like to take a moment to thank these leaders for their commitment to civil-civic dialogue. I also wanted to take a moment to thank a special group of members, those in our philanthropy circle. These members have distinguished themselves through their generosity, having made financial contributions to the City Club this past year far in excess of our standard membership dues. Please join me in thanking them for their generosity to our work. Although we strive to keep costs low for members, we understand that not everyone can afford a City Club membership all at one time. So this year, we established Sustaining Membership, which allows individuals in our community to pay for City Club membership monthly, starting at around $8 a month, without having to renew their membership year after year. This first year of our Sustaining Membership Program, 130 new and renewing members have chosen to become sustaining members. We're grateful to these sustaining members who allow us to continue our work of striving to be a city club for all. And finally, as you walked in today, you should have been given one of these. Hope everyone got one. If you didn't, come see us afterwards. This is our brand new City Club Passport. This passport is your vehicle for engaging even more deeply with the City Club and our mission. We designed this passport so you'll be challenged to attend forums on topics outside of your comfort zone, or maybe on a topic that you don't know anything about. We believe that this will help foster even more conversation and help you become a stronger, more informed member of our community. It's easy to participate. You all got your passport today, so make sure to bring it with you to every City Club forum you attend. And start filling up your passport with stamps. Not only can you receive a stamp for attending a forum, like today's forum, but you'll receive a stamp for being a member of the City Club. So again, membership pays. If you are a member, you will get an additional stamp today. If you ask a question during a forum, that's another way to get a stamp. So ask a question. Or you can visit us at one of our forums outside of our home here on Euclid Avenue. That can get you a stamp as well. Once you have 7 stamps on pages 4 and 5 of your passport, turn it into a member of our team to receive your prize, which is a beautiful City Club water bottle, as you can see. But really, I mean, are you doing it for the water bottle, or are you doing it to become a deeply engaged citizen of our community? So you can get the water bottle if you get 7 stamps on your passport. If you fill up your entire passport, we'll have some extra special prizes for our civic overachievers. But if you do get 7 stamps in the next year, so by next year's annual meeting, you'll be entered into a raffle to win a $500 Civic Enthusiast membership. So if you can complete that challenge in the next year, you'll be entered in to win that Civic Enthusiast membership. So make sure to stop by the front desk, see myself or Tiffany. We will get you your stamps for being here today at today's forum. If you're a member, you can get a stamp. If you're not a member, you can become a member and get that other stamp. And we look forward to seeing all that you do in the next year with your passport. And I would like to welcome Noelle Celeste, our Director of Advancement, to the stage to close out our annual meeting.
Oh, thank you, Alyssa. Isn't she awesome? First year here. So now you all have your passports. We invite you to City Club outside your comfort zone, or come to the City Club in a forum in your wheelhouse, but maybe take a new mode of transportation to get there, like riding your bike on a not-so-snowy day. You can park it at our free speech bike racks that were made possible this past year with a generous gift from Stuart Cole, or you can take advantage of those scooters before they hibernate for winter. However you join us, whether you're here downtown or tuning in from the comfort of your office or your home, we look forward to another year of listening and learning from each other. Week by week, conversation by conversation, all of us are building a stronger, more resilient community. We want to especially thank the City Club members who agreed to share their personal stories about how they City Club in this year's annual report to help illustrate the many ways our audience engages with our mission. A number of them are with us today, including some of those from the Romeo table in back, filled with friends who've been attending Friday forums together every week for more than 30 years. We are grateful to you and all of you for your presence. So today we celebrate freedom of speech City Club style with a classic Friday forum. This time we're talking about the future of local news with Steve Waldman from Report for America, and kicking off our new Reimagining Journalism series. We'll follow up this forum with another on December 3rd featuring 2 of the co-founders of City Bureau, a not-for-profit civic journalism lab from Chicago, who are working with members of our local media to seek out new strategies to address the challenges facing our news and information ecosystem. We're grateful to the Cleveland Foundation and their partners at the Akron Community Foundation for helping us draw attention to these challenges through this new series. In this new year, we once again recommit ourselves to these ideals that are a part of our institutional DNA: dialogue, diversity, and democracy. An understanding that our community's strength is our own strength, and a belief that by coming together and participating in conversation, we can, and in fact do, strengthen democracy and make common ground easier to find. We are grateful for your ongoing commitment to civil civic dialogue and hope you'll join us often in this, our 108th year. Please start by joining us after the forum. We'll be hosting a reception with City Club members, board, and staff, including our newest staff member, in case you haven't done any catering here yet, the event and sales planning manager, Colleen Ichauncey. For now, as Dan is very fond of saying, our forum will be starting in a few moments. So if there's someone at your table that you haven't introduced yourself to, please take care of that now. And thank you.